may not get far.
I think as long as Trump can say, look what I'm trying to do to help people who don't want to provide any services like abortion or assisted suicide, he can blame the courts for any obstruction of what he's trying to do.
Opponents argue it would undermine access to birth control and HIV treatment. Tensions are rising again between House Democrats and the White House post-Mueller report. The president tells Fox News he will not let former White House counsel Don McGahn testify to Congress.
I don't think I can let him and then tell everybody else you can't, because especially him, because he was a counsel. So they've testified for many hours, all of them. I would say it's done.
House Democrats are threatening to hold Attorney General William Barr in contempt for his no-show at a committee hearing yesterday. A major victory in the fight against AIDS. Live to CBS's Gary Nunn.
British medical researchers see an end to the epidemic. Results of a new study just conclude that if everyone who is HIV positive were fully treated with antiviral drugs and whose infection is fully suppressed, there would be no further infections.
If you're HIV positive and you're on suppressive treatment, then you're sexually non-infectious.
Study co-leader Alison Roger of University College London says the findings provide conclusive evidence for gay men that the risk of HIV transmission is virtually zero. Deborah?
A trusted adult proves anything but in Iowa. Now he's been sentenced to life in prison. KCCI TV's Todd Magel from Des Moines.
Greg Stephen admitted sexually exploiting hundreds of young boys while he was their basketball coach. Federal court documents explain that he secretly recorded players while they were naked, tricked them into sending sexually explicit pictures, and photographed himself touching the players while they were sleeping.
Star Wars fans say goodbye to a furry favorite. The actor who played Chewbacca has died. Peter Mayhew, a giant in real life at 7'2", was 73 years old and beloved by his co-stars. Mark Hamill, otherwise known as Luke Skywalker.
He just radiated happiness and warmth. He's one with the Force, as they say, and I'm just lucky that I got to know him so well.
S&P futures are up 8. This is CBS News.
CBS News Radio is your home for breaking news. With our team of reporters around the country and the world, we give you the coverage you can trust.
If you own a pair of Skechers, this ad is not for you, because you already know they're the most comfortable shoes on the planet. This ad is for those who have never tried Skechers, for the few who have never experienced the otherworldly comfort of Skechers air-cooled memory foam, ever floated across the ground on comfort pods, or experienced Skechers seamless knits. You're missing out. That's like never petting a puppy. So we've made this ad for you. Skechers. Live comfortably. Available at a Skechers store near you or wherever stylish shoes are sold.
Some job recruitment sites overload your inbox with resumes. But Glassdoor only matches you with qualified job candidates, so you can find that perfect new hire in half the resumes. Go to glassdoor.com/hire. Glassdoor. Find the right fit for your business.
Uber Rewards is going to make you love Uber even more. Every eligible dollar you spend on rides and Uber Eats earns you points that unlock amazing benefits. Get all the info and terms at uber.com/rewards. That's uber.com/rewards.
The fun's begun in NOLA.
The New Orleans Jazz Fest's 50th anniversary got off to a rocky start with a rainy first day and the cancellation of this year's biggest performance, the Rolling Stones. But since then, it has been sunshine and a lot of great music and plenty of people on the fairgrounds to enjoy it. Who are y'all here to see today?
Ziggy Marley, Tom Jones.
Local mainstays like Aaron Neville and Dermot Thomas combined with an eclectic list of national performers from Diana Ross to Pitbull to Chris Stapleton, helping the Jazz Fest celebrate its 50th show. Chris Miller for CBS News, New Orleans.
If you're wondering what the Beyond Meat craze is all about, you can taste it for free today. A day after the company made its debut on the NASDAQ, restaurants from Carl's Jr. to Del Taco and Bear Burger are offering plant-based burgers and tacos gratis. You can also get $3 coupons to use at grocery stores. Shares of Beyond Meat nearly doubled on the NAS. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Are you more than $10,000 in debt? Feel like you're on a never-ending treadmill, staying in one place and never getting ahead with those minimum payments? Don't let the credit card companies bully you anymore. There are programs in place to help you get free of your debt, and you don't have to pay the entire amount you owe. The program at Total Financial Freedom can help you get debt-free in months instead of decades. Call Total Financial now at 800-899-8922. That's 800-899-8922.
There's nothing like meeting face-to-face, and there's nothing like Zoom to make that happen. Zoom lets you connect and do business across town or around the world. Zoom ties together all of your communication needs into one easy platform for video conferencing, phone calls, group chat, webinars, and your conference rooms. Connect easily from anywhere, your mobile phone, your laptop, or conference room. Zoom is how business gets done. Get your free account at Zoom.com today. Meet happy with Zoom.
Experience no-hassle shopping at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green and Glasgow. Ford's Furniture. Furniture you know. People you trust.
Glasgow consists of over 8,000 homes and businesses, with a power and broadband grid consisting of 11,452 poles and 1,437 miles of electric and cable lines that are all powered by the Glasgow Electric Plant Board. The Glasgow EPB also has 5,700 cable modems across Glasgow, providing customers with high-speed internet access. The Glasgow EPB manages all of these great services with a staff of less than 50 people that are dedicated to connecting Glasgow to the future. Stay up to date with the Glasgow EPB today on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and on GlasgowEPB.net.
Have you considered what your retirement looks like? Here are some things about retirement that may surprise you. 64% of retirees say they are confident about having enough money to live comfortably throughout their retirement years. Yet according to the Economic Policy Institute, nearly half of families have no retirement account savings at all. In 2017, more than 67% of retirees depended on Social Security as a major source of their income. The average monthly Social Security benefit at the beginning of 2018 was $1,404. Due to health care costs associated with living longer, 26% of workers now intend to keep working until age 70 and beyond, and 10% don't intend to retire at all. The 65 and older group is expected to become larger and have more influence in the future. Have you made arrangements for health care? Are you comfortable with your investment decisions? If you are unsure about your decisions, give the Fouch Wealth Advisory Group, Sam Dickinson, or Brian Basinger a call at 270-651-2663. Investment counseling since 1854. Securities offered by JJB Hilliard W. Alliance LLC. Member NYSE, SIPC, and FINRA. Investing in securities involves risks.
Depend on WCLU local news. Online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
Good morning, everybody. It's Friday morning, 65 degrees. Yes, we've had rain overnight, about 6,400s, and it's still falling out there, looks like. We'll talk about the weather first, but since it's Friday morning, and we are going to head into the weekend today with a positive attitude, let's get some positive birthdays on here, okay? How about Shane Smith? Shane is 6 today. Dale Morgan, Heather Key, Geraldine Taylor, Tom Walbert, Bill Anderson, Sheila Hogue, Catherine Bagby, Justin Hester is 36. Freddie Wilkerson has a birthday today. Sydney Woosley. Sydney, bless her heart, is into the double digits. Happy 10th birthday to Sydney Woosley today. We got a bunch coming up here for the weekend. We're going to be sharing with you. 651-9149-800-956-1023. Online, a simple click here from WCLUradio.com. 65 degrees. Ray Stajic says, we've had rain. We're going to have some more rain as we head into the weekend, Ray.
Showers, thunderstorms scattered around this morning and some locally heavy rainfall. Slow your roll, high-speed wipers, slow-speed travel. We'll get this bout to come on through, and it looks like we're going to get more wet weather as we look ahead toward the next couple of days. Could affect the Derby tomorrow if you are traveling to Churchill Downs. We do have that chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms here and also there. So we'll get this round of rain and thunderstorms this morning, maybe some heavy rainfall once it tapers off. I think we'll go cloudy late morning into the afternoon, 78. And then tonight, showers will come back after midnight, possibly a thunderstorm, 60. Tomorrow, scattered showers and thunderstorms, 71. Finally, by Sunday, some drier weather settling in. Clouds give way to sunshine, highs low 70s. Monday, partly cloudy, upper 70s. Tuesday, clouds, sunshine into the middle 80s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic from a Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Let's look at the constant coverage and studio radar screen this morning, and there's some heavier shower activity, really just sort of beelining right toward Louisville and Churchill Downs. Moderate to heavy rainfall from about Owensboro upriver to Louisville, and that extends over to the east to about Elizabethtown. Rain is moving far more north northerly than it is of an easterly pattern. So it's just kind of shooting straight up I-65 right now. But we have had in the last 24 hours 63 hundredths of an inch of rain in the rain bucket so far. 68 hundredths it is. It went up while I was blinking, looks like, this morning. Humidity at 82%, winds out of the south at 3 miles an hour, and the barometer's down at 29.94. We're just going to settle in. We're going to have some off again, on again rain shower activities on the radar. There's a whole nother area of showers that just cleared the Mayfield-Murray area, so that might affect us a bit later on in the morning. We'll deal with it. 11 minutes after 6 and 65 degrees. Brennan Crane in the newsroom with local news next.
You're sick and your doctor's office just closed. You injured your finger working in the yard and it's Saturday afternoon. Where do you go? Well, TJ Sampson has 3 choices for you when these and other similar situations occur.
The clinic at Walmart can help with.
TJ Urgent Care at the Pavilion can help with.
And when it's...
Grandpa, are you okay?
You might want to try the emergency department at TJ Sampson Community Hospital.
TJ Sampson Community Hospital. Your community, your hospital.
At U.S. Bank, just picture what you can do with a low home equity rate. Cook up a new kitchen, say ID to the perfect wedding. If you can picture it, you can do it with a U.S. Bank home equity line of credit. Apply today at your local U.S. Bank. Visit usbank.com. Go ahead, bring your dreams to life. You've got the strength of U.S. Bank behind you. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For WCLU News, I'm Brennan Crane reporting. The Warren County Sheriff's Office is searching for a woman who apparently stole a tip jar from a snow cone stand. On Tuesday at approximately 4:30 in the afternoon, an unidentified white woman arrived at Pelican's Snowballs of Bowling Green, located at 5844 Scottsville Road. The female got out of a black mid-sized sedan that had front end damage and proceeded to walk to the front of the store. Video surveillance shows the woman taking the tip jar from the counter and putting it in her purse. She proceeded to get back into her vehicle and then left the property. The vehicle has non-matching hubcaps on the driver's side and appears to have a temporary tag. The video of the incident and a picture of the vehicle has been posted on Pelican Snowballs' Facebook page and shared on the Warren County Sheriff's Office Facebook page. If you have any information, the Warren County Sheriff's Office can be reached at 270-842-1633. On January 8th, 2019, the Hart County Sheriff's Office received information that a 2017 Dodge 2500 truck was stolen in the limits of Horse Cave. On May 1st, the stolen vehicle was recovered in a wooded area along the power lines in Bonneville. The vehicle had been stripped and left in the area. Arrests are pending and the investigation is ongoing. The Glasgow Fire Department was called to 110 Pace Avenue around 4:12 yesterday morning for a reported structure fire. Upon arrival, Glasgow Fire Department found a small fire burning beside a mattress in the rear bedroom of the home. Firefighters were able to quickly extinguish the fire and confine damage to that small area of the home. The fire was caused by improperly discarded smoking materials, according to a press release from the Glasgow Fire Department. No injuries were reported at the scene. The Glasgow Fire Department was on scene just over 30 minutes. On Wednesday, the Glasgow Police Department responded to Walmart in reference to a shoplifting complaint. Officer Mark Cromwell made contact with Elizabeth Martin and received consent to search her purse. Officer Cromwell located methamphetamine inside her purse along with stolen items. All the stolen items were taken back to Walmart. Elizabeth Martin of Glasgow was arrested and charged with shoplifting under $500 and possession of a controlled substance first-degree first offense methamphetamine. The arrest was made by Officer Mark Cromwell. On Wednesday, deputies with the Hart County Sheriff's Office, along with detectives assigned to the Greater Hardin County Narcotics Task Force, received credible information in regards to a fugitive wanted in multiple jurisdictions. Joseph Saley, age 42, of Owensboro, was arrested for multiple outstanding felony warrants, including charges of absconding parole supervision, possession of a controlled substance methamphetamine, failure to report to a parole officer, failure to comply with treatment of substance abuse, receiving stolen property under $10,000, tampering with physical evidence, resisting arrest, providing a false name to a peace officer, and burglary second degree. During the execution of the arrest, Sally was found to be in possession of crystal methamphetamine and drug paraphernalia. Additional charges are pending. Sally was transported and lodged in the Hart County Jail. And on this morning's 911 activity report, there was an accident with injury yesterday at around 6 p.m. on West Main Street. The Glasgow Police Department, Glasgow Fire Department, and the Barron Metcalf EMS all responded. We have 6:15, 65 degrees at WCLU. We'll be right back for more local news.
This Saturday morning, don't miss a big auction sale in Glasgow conducted by Elmore Realty and Auction. The address is 410 Garment Avenue. This is a nice 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom brick home. There's also a full finished basement with living space and a kitchenette, an 18 by 20 carport. And another extra of this auction sale is a separate building lot that'll be sold separately and then combined for the best sale. Personal property includes a grasshopper lawnmower, furniture, and appliance. You should see it ahead of the auction, and you can arrange a viewing by calling Dakota Ray Elmore at 270-651-7711. You will be impressed. Then be sure to attend this auction sale at 10 a.m. Saturday at 410 Garment Avenue. Get more online at elmoreauction.com. Elmore, the name you've grown to trust in Barron County since 1935. Dakota Ray Elmore, principal broker and auctioneer.
There's only one place to think of when planning your Cinco de Mayo get-together. Your Derby Gala. Or any other party for that matter. It's Barron River Beverages. You can hedge your bet by heading over to the coldest beer cave in town. And of course, their store is stocked with popular brands and local favorites, with taps and kegs available and wonderful party supplies. Go with a winner. Voted the best liquor store in Glasgow. Barron River Beverages on the Burkesville Road, seconds from the Cumberland Parkway interchange. Nobody can afford downtime, which is why more and more people depend on Haywood Sales and Service to keep their equipment operating properly. They're your Hustler mower dealer. Hustler built the world's first zero-turn mower 50 years ago. Haywood Sales and Service proudly handles Hustler parts and service. Other brands too, as well as tractors and all types of farm implements. A short trip to Haywood Sales and Service on the Finney Road at Haywood, and you'll discover people who really do know what they're doing. Let them minimize your downtime. 270-814-1068.
In more news this hour, police say a 3-year-old boy has died after being bitten by a dog inside a home in Kentucky. Louisville officer Lamont Washington said police responded to the home around noon Thursday, and the boy was given CPR. Police closed down streets as the child was taken to a hospital, but Washington said in a news release that the boy died from his injuries. The child's identity wasn't released. The investigation was continuing, and the release said Louisville Metro Animal Services will quarantine the dog for 10 days under its policy. A group ties to Adam Edlund has unleashed the first TV attack ad in Kentucky's Democratic primary for governor. The ad says Andy Beshear benefited from deep-pocketed corporate donors, including the manufacturer of the powerful painkiller OxyContin. Beshear's campaign fired back Thursday, noting Beshear had sued opioid makers and distributors as the state's attorney general. His campaign depicts the ad as a sign of desperation among Edlund supporters less than 3 weeks before Kentucky's primary election. The ad comes from a political action committee mostly bankrolled by people closely associated with Edlund and running mate Gil Holland. Beshear and Edlund are seeking the Democratic nomination along with State House Minority Floor Leader Rocky Adkins and frequent candidate Jeff Young. Beshear, the son of former Democratic Governor Steve Beshear, has long been seen as the front runner. The presidents of several regional universities in Kentucky are urging lawmakers to support a pension proposal drafted by Governor Matt Bevin's administration. A letter dated Thursday says the governor's proposal provides meaningful reform while preserving institutional choice. Bevin is accepted to call lawmakers back to the Capitol to consider a pension bill aimed at giving relief to regional universities and many agencies facing surging pension costs. The letter was signed by the presidents of Western Kentucky University, Eastern Kentucky University, Murray State University, Morehead State University, and Northern Kentucky University. Also signing it were the presidents of the Council on Post-Secondary Education and the Kentucky Community and Technical College System. It comes a day after the advocacy group Kentucky Government Retirees called the proposal bad funding policy and urged lawmakers to reject it. Vice President Mike Pence is returning to Kentucky to promote the U.S.-Mexico-Canada Trade Accord and attend a Kentucky Derby Eve party. A White House official says the vice president will tour a small business in Lexington, Kentucky on Friday and meet with employees to talk about the trade accord. Later Friday, Pence will attend a Derby Eve gala in Frankfort. Pence was in Kentucky in March to campaign for Republican Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin, who is seeking a second term this year. Pence is among a number of Trump administration officials who have had appearances with Bevin in the past year. Trade policies are a big issue for Kentucky's business sector. The state's renowned bourbon industry has been hit with retaliatory tariffs in some key markets as part of broader trade disputes. And the University of Louisville has won a $1 million grant for researching the manufacture of thin solar panels by repurposing printing presses. The university says in a release that the goal is to reduce the cost of producing solar panels. The grant comes from the U.S. Department of Energy's Solar Energy Technologies Office. The project at the Kahn Center for Renewable Energy Research will focus on thin film solar cell production using a roll-to-roll platform, the same used to print newspapers. Thad Ruffle, who is leading the research at the Kahn Center, says the technology can revitalize a declining printing industry and boost a growing solar industry. 621, 65 at WCLU. I'm Brennan Crane.
This week at your Houchins IGA, save more with digital coupons. Sign up at home at myiga.com, click coupons to your account, and redeem at checkout using your phone number. It's that easy. Save more on items like select Bush's Baked Beans, select Smart One entrees, select Totino's Party Pizza, select Scott Comfort Bath Tissue. See these digital coupon offers and many more at myiga.com. This week only at your Houchins IGA.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Vice President Pence is coming to Central Kentucky ahead of the Kentucky Derby. Suzanne Duvall reports.
Pence will visit a small Lexington business Friday afternoon and speak with employees about the trade accord. Later, he'll attend a Derby Eve gala in Frankfort. In March, Pence spoke at a Republican Party fundraiser to support Governor Matt Bevin's reelection. Governor Bevin is running for reelection in Kentucky's 2019 primary, scheduled for May 21st. Friday's visit will be the vice president's fourth trip to Central Kentucky since taking office. I'm Suzanne Duvall.
A Louisville child is dead after being bitten by a dog. Police say the child was bitten inside a home Thursday afternoon. The 3-year-old was taken to the hospital and later died. Police say the dog will be quarantined. A man accused of plotting an attack at a Kentucky school is facing new charges. A federal grand jury filed 7 new charges against 21-year-old Dylan Gerald, including using social media to send online threats that he intended to hurt people at a school. The targeted school was not named in the indictment. Kentucky House Democrats are formally requesting a briefing from Governor Bevin on the new pension relief bill. The bill is aimed at providing relief from spiking pension costs to regional universities, county health departments, and other agencies. 3 Democrats signed the official letter, which expressed concern that Republican lawmakers received a thorough in-person briefing on the bill, while they only got a late afternoon review over the phone. Kentucky Education Commissioner Wayne Lewis says the names of teachers who may have been involved in sick-outs this year have been turned over to Governor Bevin's administration. Lewis says the department received a subpoena from the state Thursday and turned over the documents. I'm Paul Miles.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
The new FN 509 midsize 9mm pistol is now part of FN's legendary concealed carry lineup, and it is a natural fit. With its smaller grip frame modeled after the battle-proven million rounds tested FN 509, the FN 509 midsize comes with 2 15-round magazines and naturally improves concealability. Available at your local firearms dealer. FN, the world's most battle-proven firearms.
You know, for visiting teams, the trip to the home court of the Big Blue usually ends in disaster. But for every disaster that happens off the court or field, call the fire, water, cleanup, and restoration specialists at 1-800-SERVE-PRO. That's where you'll find the team that's faster to any size disaster, thanks to 27 locations across Kentucky. So when fire or water threatens your home or business, call on the Big Green Vans. It's 1-800-SERVE-PRO, that's SERVPRO, or ServePro.com. Go Big Blue!
South Central Kentucky Monuments in Glasgow wants you to know that if you've recently lost a loved one or if you're thinking about a pre-need monument, they're here to make the process as stress-free as possible. With plenty of examples and a multitude of custom options, South Central Kentucky Monuments has the ability to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David and Adam Jesse provide the service and craftsmanship you deserve. To learn more, visit southcentralkymonuments.com.
Local news time from WCLU is 6:25. We have a temperature reading of 65 degrees. We have recorded 6,400 of an inch of rain in the overnight hours, and it's continuing to fall right now. Should see windshield wipers going down West Main Street here this morning on our roof cam. And we'll check in with Ray Stajic in just a couple of minutes and get the updated forecast for you. In-area funeral announcements this hour. Maggie Adams Owsley, 79, of Glasgow, died Tuesday at her residence. Mrs. Owsley had worked several jobs in and around Glasgow before retiring from Sumitomo Electric Wiring Company. Survivors include two sons, Michael Owsley of Indiana and Greg Owsley of Alabama. Four grandchildren, Michaela Terry and Lisa Hall, both of Idaho. Sierra Emily Owsley of Alabama. A sister, Ada Marshall of Ohio. One brother, William Adams of Kentucky. Service for Maggie Adams Owsley will be at 10 o'clock Monday at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Burial to be in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Visitation begins Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. Harry Gerard Sr., 72, of Smiths Grove, passed peacefully with her family at her side. Passed peacefully with family at his side on Wednesday. He was an employee of 37.5 years at General Motors. Harry was a member of the Faith Assembly of God, where he was a faithful servant of the Lord and a special friend to all he met. He loved boating, golfing, and his retirement. He leaves to cherish his memories, his wife of 50 years, Pamela Goad Gerard. One son, Harry Gerard Jr., two daughters, Tracy Davis and Katina Headley, one brother, Billy Gerard, two sisters, Susie Keogh and Dolly Austin. 6 grandchildren and 1 great-grandchild survives as well. Services for Harry Gerard Sr. will be at 1 o'clock Tuesday at the Hardy & Son Funeral Home's Bowling Green Chapel. Burial will be in the Oak Grove United Baptist Church Cemetery. Visitation begins Monday at 12 noon. Clifford Thomas Brooks, 74, of Mammoth Cave, died Wednesday at Edmondson Center. A retired ferry operator at Mammoth Cave National Park and a member of the Baptist Faith. He was the son of the late Clifford Brooks and Ruby Rigdon Brooks. Surviving are a daughter, Ruby Ann Brooks Thornton of Brownsville, a grandson, Shane Sanders of Brownsville, and special cousin, Bruce Hodges of Cub Run. Service for Clifford Thomas Brooks will be at 1 o'clock Saturday at Grayville Funeral Home. Burial to follow in the Union Light Cemetery. Visitation begins at 3:30 this afternoon. Gerald H. Brown, 91, of Smiths Grove, died Wednesday at his residence. Gerald was a member of the Smiths Grove Baptist Church, served on the Bowling Green Warren County Planning Commission Board as a representative for Smiths Grove for 13 years. He was employed at Country Oven Bakers, Firestone Textiles, and served in the U.S. Army. He is survived by his son, Jerry Brown, his daughter, Deborah Bryant, 6 grandchildren, Sherry and Ben Bryant, Krista Ritzke, Bernie, and Jeff Shrems, 14 great-grandchildren, and 1 great-great-grandchild. The service for Gerald H. Brown will be at 11 o'clock Saturday morning at Hardy & Son Funeral Home, Smiths Grove Chapel, with burial to follow in the Smiths Grove Cemetery with military honors. Visitation begins today at 3 p.m. Margaret Irene Renfro, age 95, of Glasgow, died Wednesday at T.J. Sampson Community Hospital. She was the daughter of the late Dan and Terry Browning Kenslow and wife of the late Elvin Renfro. She was a former employee of Handmacher Fashion Outlet and was of the Baptist faith. She is survived by several nieces and nephews, including her nephew and caregiver, Larry Berry, and wife Rita of Park City, and their family, Doug Berry, Jordan Berry, and Connor Berry. A graveside service for Margaret Irene Renfro will be at 1 o'clock Saturday at the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. No visitation is planned. Arrangements are under the direction of the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Minnie Gail Crenshaw Bryant, age 60, of Glasgow, formerly of Knob Lick, died Tuesday at the Vanderbilt University Hospital in Nashville, surrounded by family.
After high school, she enrolled in LPN school in Glasgow and passed the state boards. She began working at T.J. Sampson Hospital, worked in the ICU for many years. She then attended WKU, where she earned her RN degree. She worked in IV therapy until her health failed. She was a member of the Old Blue Springs Baptist Church. After marriage, she joined Hopewell Missionary Baptist Church. She was very active in the churches that her husband was pastor. She loved teaching children in Sunday school until her health failed. She is survived by her husband of 39 years, Reverend Dr. Ronnie Bryant. One daughter, Larissa Gale Bryant of Glasgow. Two brothers, Ricky Crenshaw and Raymond Crenshaw, and wife Paula. A nephew, Daniel Crenshaw of Bowling Green, and very supportive friends, Ann Jones, Sheila Glover, and Bonita Williams. The service for Minnie Gale Crenshaw Bryant will be at 1 o'clock Saturday at Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. Burial to follow in the Wood Family Cemetery at Savoy. Visitation begins this afternoon at 5 p.m. Arthur Terry Goad, age 70, of Tompkinsville, died Wednesday at Monroe County Medical Center. Terry was a department manager at the Tompkinsville Walmart. He loved God and was a deacon at Beech Grove Baptist Church. A loving husband, father, pa, proud veteran, a loyal UK fan, and he loved those Yankees. Terry is survived by his wife, Kathleen Goad, a son and daughter-in-law, Patrick and Amy Goad of Tompkinsville. Three grandchildren, Ryan and Chase Goad, both of Tompkinsville, and Hunter Bertram of Clinton County. Terry is also survived by a special aunt, Nell Lee of Fountain Run. Service for Arthur Terry Goad will be Saturday at noon at the Strode Funeral Home in Tompkinsville. Burial will follow in the Monroe County Memorial Lawn. Visitation will be held from 10 until 8 today and continue on Saturday until time for service. Donations are suggested to the Beech Grove No. 2 Baptist Church. Joe L. Spinks, 91, of Cleveland, died Wednesday in Brownsville. Joe was an electrician with Louisville Gas and Electric and a member of the Independent Order of Odd Fellows, chosen friend number 2, and Wingfield United Baptist Church. He was a former Boy Scout troop leader to his son, Tony, who accomplished Eagle Scout status. He is survived by his wife, Mamie Denham Spinks, two sons, Tony Spinks of Louisville and Tim Lindsay of Cleveland, one daughter, Rebecca Ann Boyk of Sweden, 14 grandchildren, several great and great-great-grandchildren. The service for Joe L. Spinks will be Saturday at 2 at Wingfield Baptist Church, interment to be in the Wingfield Church Cemetery. Visitation begins today at 4 p.m. at the Patton Funeral Home's Brownsville Chapel. Memorial services for Barbara Jean Hess Ross, 72, of Glasgow, will be Saturday at 2 at the Glasgow Bible Church. McMurtry Funeral Home is in charge. Service for Norbert M. Gentry, 75, of Glasgow, will be today at 1 o'clock at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Burial in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. The service for Bruce Cantrell, 67, of Glasgow, will be at 10 o'clock today at Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. Burials to be in the Happy Valley Memorial Gardens. Obituary information is available 24 hours a day free online at WCLUradio.com. No login is necessary.
Did you know termites cause over $5 billion in property damage each year? Luckily, you can protect your home with Arrow Exterminators and the Centricon system with always active technology. Centricon creates a protective barrier around your home to stop termites before they ever have the chance to attack. It is truly investment protection for your home. The pros at Arrow Exterminators also specialize in pest, mosquito, and fire ant control. And you can feel good knowing that all services are backed with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. All you have to do is schedule a free home evaluation, and a licensed Arrow professional will come to your home and inspect, identify, and then treat in the most environmentally responsible method available today. Call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. That's 888-GO-ARROW or arrowexterminators.com. It's not just pest control, it's Arrow Exterminators Pest Control.
634 WCLU. What's happening weather-wise today? We've been talking a whole lot about it, but Ray Stagik is going to put the Derby weekend in perspective for us this morning here. 634, Ray?
Showers, thunderstorms scattered around this morning and some locally heavy rainfall. Slow your roll, high-speed wipers, slow-speed travel. We'll get this bout to come on through, and it looks like we're going to get more wet weather as we look ahead toward the next couple of days. Could affect the Derby tomorrow if you are traveling to Churchill Downs. We do have that chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms here and also there. So we'll get this round of rain and thunderstorms this morning, maybe some heavy rainfall once it tapers off. I think we'll go cloudy late morning into the afternoon, 78. And then tonight, showers will come back after midnight, possibly a thunderstorm, 60. Tomorrow, scattered showers and thunderstorms, 71. Finally, by Sunday, some drier weather settling in. Clouds give way to sunshine, highs low 70s. Monday, partly cloudy, upper 70s. Tuesday, clouds, sunshine into the middle 80s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic from a Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. Constant coverage in studio radar screen this morning showing all that moisture kind of, moving to the north, a lot more to the north than it is to the east. Just kind of like it's kind of sucking up straight to the north right there, right toward Churchill Downs. And a sloppy track for sure up there for races today, and certainly on Saturday, at least the way Ray is describing that. We had so far in the bucket this morning 68/100ths of an inch of rain, 0.68. And some light rain falling here in south central Kentucky, as you noted on the radar screen. 82% humidity, south winds at 3 miles an hour, 29.94. We don't have any problems travel-wise this morning. That's good. Folks are paying attention to where they're going, realizing the rain is falling out there and some water is ponding. So let's continue that trend. Drive with caution this morning. This weather update is brought to you by South Central Bank, 64 degrees.
For all of your automotive needs is Gilead.com. Log on to browse our entire inventory of nearly 400 new and pre-owned vehicles. Take a video test drive, see the Carfax Vehicle History Report, calculate payments, apply for financing, get an instant cash offer for your vehicle from Kelley Blue Book, and check out our sales, parts, and service specials. All this with just a click of a mouse.
This year, Bowling Green comes to the ballpark.
Add a beautiful look to your bedroom this week from Ford's Furniture. The suit in an antique gray finish features a nightstand, 5-drawer chest, triple dresser and mirror, and centers around this queen bed on sale for only $555 this week at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green and Glasgow.
Did you know Ford's Furniture offers Power Assist lift chairs? We have a great selection, available in a variety of colors and fabrics, from petite to large for a perfect fit. And Ford's offers a hassle-free shopping experience and timely full-service delivery and setup from Ford's Furniture.
Who will be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance, growing with a proud community since 1902.
TJ Regional Health offers a vast array of medical services in our community. The TJ Health Pavilion is home to over 35 family and specialty physicians, Outpatient Services Center, the TJ Urgent Care, and the TJ Pavilion Pharmacy. The TJ Health Cave City Clinic is a walk-in medical care facility providing care Monday through Friday with no appointment necessary. Stop by and visit one of our locations today.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
To bowl in the Business League, your office staff has clocked in on Ralphie's time. If you suffer from symptoms such as lack of fun, feeling bored, if you get frequent urges to act like it's your birthday, or if you're just not smiling enough, you need to go to Ralphie's. That's Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. A great place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
Indeed, and when you hear the Ralphie's commercial, you know that very quickly we're going to share some really nice birthdays with some really nice folks. Let me tell you, we got Miss Sydney Woosley. She is 10 today. It's Catherine Bass. Bagby. Justin Hester is 36. Freddie Wilkerson. It's Sheila Hoag's birthday today. Bill Anderson. Tom Walbert. Geraldine Taylor. Heather Key. Dale Morgan. Shane Smith. Shane is turning 6 today. Now let's get over here to Saturday. Excuse me, the weather got me choked up there a little bit. This is a very nice gal who is going to be sounding the 60 gong tomorrow. A lot of folks know Miss Stella Downs. That's right, Miss Stella is going to have her 60th birthday tomorrow. And I just know she's going to have a nice celebration of her 60th birthday. We've got Leanne Jackson Belak turning 43 tomorrow. Virginia McDonald, David Perkins, and his son Dustin Perkins share birthdays tomorrow. Kaylee Hernandez is going to be 14. Brian Long, Eric Hanley, Chad Browning, Jerry Hobart. Michael Steenburgen's 37 tomorrow. Greg Wilson is 53. Katie Beth London with a birthday Saturday. Sheila Faulkner, your sister called up to make sure you were on the birthday list for Saturday. Now let's see who's making sure that Sunday birthdays are going to be celebrated. We've got Brandy Turner Sunday, Maria London Park, Jim Hale, Jim 75, Kenzie Dial is 5, Dana Turner is 44, Nancy Botts, Janet Dilly, Philip King, Todd Gray, Michelle Travis has a birthday on Sunday. It's also Jerry Bowman. Jerry, I understand Sunday is going to be 66. Anniversaries for Sunday, Danny and Christine Mutter, number 51, and Michael and Shani Hale with a wedding anniversary on, on Sunday. Congratulations. 651-9149, 800-956-1023. Online here we be at WCLUradio.com. And let's see, I need to tell you about our Good as Gold honoree today. Very well earned and deserved. Today it is Charlie Lowry Day on the radio. Now, Charlie Lowry retired this week from the Glasgow Police Department. And some folks said, that fellow needs a pat on the back. So we're going to pat Charlie Lowry on the back today. If you happen to see Charlie Lowry around, you pat him on the back, tell him he's good as gold, and wish him a happy retirement from his friends here at WCLU and a little taste of Texas. We are going down memory lane on the archives, just around the curve.
I am loaded.
Are you crazy, chicken?
No, I'm loaded with sauteed mushrooms, bacon, green onions, and a blend of cheeses. And have you met my girlfriend Hawaiian Chicken?
Aloha.
And this is my old buddy, the deluxe grilled chicken sandwich. He's big and bad on the outside, but tender on the inside with Swiss cheese and bacon strips.
Take your pick at Colton Steakhouse and Grill, serving Glasgow, Campbellsville, Radcliffe, and Bardstown. We know what's at stake. And chicken, too.
What is your life all about? What's the point? What's your purpose? Luke chapter 9, beginning at verse 23, Jesus says, "If anyone desires to come after me, let him deny himself, take up his cross daily, and follow me. For whoever desires to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for my sake will save it. For what profit is it to a man if he gains the whole world and is himself destroyed or lost?" You see, this life is not about acquiring more things or accumulating more things or impressing more people. This life is about knowing, loving, and living for God. Once this great thought really sinks in, we will begin to live life with an entirely brand new perspective. What's your life all about? Is it for you or is it for Jesus? This has been Bart Warren for the South Green Street Church of Christ.
643 WCLU and 64 degrees as we get started here today. Let's just go ahead and jump into the puddle. The puddle that gets us through the muddle of history. It's the archives. That's right. 100 years that we look at on the archives to see kind of the way things happened around here. And this was a happening place over the last 100 years. We're going to check in with noted historian Sam Terry in just a moment. But first, let's hear this word from the folks at Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services.
15,000 inventory items, custom brake hoses while you wait, cylinder repair. Is there anything Joseph A. Wade can't do? Well, one thing's for sure, Joseph A. Wade Incorporated serves a large community of people who believe there's no job they can't do And that's the same attitude Joseph A. Wade has in their line of work. So for the smallest screws, Allen wrenches, or drill bits, or even a 5-stage hydraulic cylinder measuring 25 feet in length, Joseph A. Wade's motto, no problem. Joseph A. Wade Incorporated, 311 Industrial Drive, Glasgow.
Sam Terry's on the line and ready to roll here on this Friday. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Henry.
It's always an exciting time to be a Kentuckian when you roll into Derby weekend, and today is no different. The air is kind of heavy with the moisture we have had, and the lush greenery is really sticking out, and looks like Derby weekend to me, Sam.
It certainly does, and it's, to me, the prettiest time of year in Kentucky. And,
yes.
Everything is green and fresh, and the flowers are blooming, and the horses are racing, so what could be better?
Well, I just think we ought to enjoy the whole weekend. Let's go back 100 years here. This was the day. This was interesting in 1919. I don't know whether you can tell me more about this, but it's interesting to see about the luxury tax. This was a story in the Glasgow Times. 100 years ago today, the new luxury tax of 10%, which went into effect May the 1st, is paid by the purchaser to the merchant and then collected from him by the Internal Revenue Collector. All right, that's the chain of command there. There is an exception in regard to taxation on furs, which is paid by the merchant to the manufacturer. Now, some of the items that are taxed as luxury items here, Sam, 100 years ago, carpets, picture frames, trunks, valises, umbrellas, and purses. We don't consider many of those luxuries anymore, do we?
No, we don't, and I'm sure that was not a popular concept in 1919.
I can see some fellow say, you don't need that purse. They're taxing you on it anyway. Forget that umbrella. It doesn't rain every day, and you got a hat. I'm not going to pay the luxury tax on an umbrella. And carpets, that was just unheard of 100 years ago. Wow. Wonder how long that lasted, Sam. That 10% on luxury items. Yeah.
Don't know. It would be interesting to know if it evolved into present-day sales taxes.
Sure. Anyway, I'm sure some folks were muddling about that. It's 90 years ago this day, in 1929. Of course, we were getting real excited about getting a hospital around here, and this is the story in the Republican, Miss Alma Haupt. That's H-A-U-P-T, Haupt, who is the director nurse for the Commonwealth chain of hospitals. They phrased it a little different there in 1929. Director nurse for the Commonwealth chain of hospitals was here last week looking after the progress, the equipment, etc. of the community hospital. She was very much pleased with the progress being made by Miss Martin, who is the director nurse. You know, now it's a plural thing. You know, it's the director of nurses or nursing or whatever, but they took it down to a personal level there. Miss Martin was the director nurse in 1929, and continuing to grow and continuing to be a special part of our community hospital. 1929. Certainly, nursing has always been an important part of the hospital and continues to be so this day. All right, here we go. In 1939, there was a banquet at Glasgow. 43 persons attended the Edmonton High School annual junior-senior banquet, but it was held Tuesday night at Cherry's Coffee Shop in Glasgow, including faculty members and the county superintendent Wendell Butler and Mr. Kelly Thompson of Western Kentucky Teachers College. He was the speaker at the commencement exercises, which were held at the school building Wednesday night. 20 graduates received diplomas this year. How about that? A big junior-senior banquet with 20 graduates being honored. They had a big banquet over in Glasgow at the Cherry's Coffee Shop. And some big names in state history, for sure, like Wendell Butler and Kelly Thompson involved in that. In 1939, Sam.
Certainly, and I would add that Cherry's Coffee Shop was on the east side of the Glasgow Square, just to the left of George J. Ellis Drug Company.
Okay, sounds like a good place to have a get-together. a banquet to commemorate accomplishments. Let's go to some more school news from 1949. Hiceville High School victorious in a track meet. Hiceville High School swept to a double victory in the Barron County track and field meet at Austin Tracy Friday. The Hiceville girls encountered almost no competition and rolled up an impressive score of 79 points. The nearest rival was Temple Hill, scored 20 points. Austin Tracy 8, Park City 2. Now, the Hiceville boys ran into more competition, but victorious in the discus, the pole vault, the sack race, the three-legged race, and then they had a 220-yard dash, a 440-yard dash, and a mile run. Their excellent team balance gave them a total of 59 points. Park City got the runner-up trophy with 45 points. That sounded like a really big deal there in 1949, Sam, for this big county-wide track meet. Big doings. Right on down to the three-legged race. That might have been one of the toughest events. Anyway, glad to know that we had that going there in 1949. Bragging rights for the county, I guess, was also on the line. This day in 1959, Mr. David McClellan of Horse Cave has announced that the McClellan Stone Company has been awarded the contract for the resurfacing of 31 East South at the low bid of $12,000. That is a low bid.
It certainly is. That might not get you a foot.
Yeah, that's right. That might get a little shoulder for a short period of time, but these days. But since they've been awarded the contract for surfacing the portion of 31E North, that work is reported to be scheduled to begin around the 1st of June. So they were certainly paving around here at an economical rate back in 1959. And sounds like this McClellan Stone Company was a good company to be chosen to do it. All right, something that has become a staple around here, a pillar of our community, the Citizens Bank and Trust Company Hall of Fame. 1969, it's hard to believe that was only the third year of it, Sam, in May of 1969. And here in the Republican, they are telling us who the inductees are for the third Hall of Fame. How about, this was held, by the way, out at the Holiday Inn. Corma Smith, Brenda Carroll, Martha Lawson, Carol Smith, Emily Turner, Jane L. Newberry, Beverly Lewis, Georgia Rhodes, Mike Ford, Mike Harlow, Larry Ward, Henry Wood, Eddie Hatchett, Steve Sanders, Mike Bartley, Ron Studel, and J.D. Allen. I know a bunch of those folks, and those are very deserving to be into the Hall of Fame. And I remember over at Citizens Bank, you could sit down there in the kind of in the waiting area, and they had all the pictures of all the various years of the Hall of Fame, and it's something to look at, something that is very well done and continues to this very day to be well done by the successors to Citizens Bank and Trust, which is U.S. Bank, Sam.
It is. It's just a part of the season of spring and graduation.
Yeah, it is.
So in Barron County.
It's a Hall of Fame. Certainly it's a Hall of Honor, and they have kept it an honor by doing so all these years. And I'm sure we'll find out a little bit later about this year's inductees. 1979, this was the day that little Miss Amy Karen, who is the daughter of Mr. and Ms. Mike Karen, was the winner of the $500 savings bond given by New Farmers Bank at the Expo last week. That's a big prize. And Amy wasn't very old in 1979. I'm sure that she was quite honored to win that $500. This day in 1989, the news is that Walmart is going to anchor a new shopping center. Now, the description here, this is in the Glasgow Times, the description of where this new shopping center was going to be is interesting. Sam, it's going to be between Captain D's and Dr. Ted Rayleigh's office. Think about that. What that really is the pavilion.
Exactly. And those might not be the landmarks you would use to describe that location today.
That's right.
They've been rather overshadowed by all the other development.
Well, and what's interesting is you see how we don't know these things until they're built sometimes, because I would never put it between anything. It's kind of behind something, but I don't really think of it as being between anything. But in the description of it, it was between Captain D's and Dr. Ted Rayleigh's office. But it was an excellent addition to the community, and first word of it here in the Glasgow Times in 1989. 1999, this was the day that the Barron County High School Drama Club presented the Little Shop of Horrors. And also going on this day, the grand opening of Card Mart in the Festival Plaza. A couple of big things here in 1999. Little Shop of Horrors. Now, it's interesting that was done in spring, because that's usually kind of a Halloween production, but they thought, why not? There's nothing wrong with being horrifying in the spring, I don't think. And finally, this story out of 2009. Glasgow High School this day, 10 years ago, hosted the school's annual art show, and the Best in Show was awarded to Taylor Staples. So you can tell it's a season of honor all throughout the decades, where we claim lots of things, from academics to a big track meet, countywide track meet, to all these other things going on. A season of change. From 100 years. And we thank the archivists who do the digging, like Ms. Gail Berry, Mr. Ray Green, and all the folks at the Cultural Center. We certainly thank you, Sam, for being a part of this broadcast. And I know that...
Henry, we've got something that we failed to share.
I ran right over it. I told you we were going to do it in 69. And Brennan is up there in the newsroom saying, "What? Y'all didn't do what you told me you were going to do." So here we go. Let's go to the picture right here. This is a picture that Sam Terry has provided us from 1969. I don't know where you get all these pictures, but this is cool. 1969, you've got some folks at the Derby. If you're looking with us here on EPB Channel 6 or on Facebook Live, you can see that that first picture right there is President Richard Nixon sitting next to the one and only Louis B. Nunn, and right behind him is Miss Beulah Nunn sitting up there at the race, and I'm presuming that was probably Pat Nixon behind the president. Sam,
it was,
and that's 1969. In that picture on the left right there with Richard Nixon and Louis Nunn. Is that the one, the fellow standing up here in the back is I'm trying to...
No, it's the photo on the right behind the Reagans is Rick Underwood, Glasgow native, who worked with the Kentucky State Police, and he was part of Governor Nunn's security detail and was there with them. And the second photo, the lady on the far left next to President Nixon is Mary Lou Whitney, the famous socialite and horsewoman of Lexington and Saratoga. President Nixon, Mrs. Nixon, Nancy Reagan, who was the First Lady of California at the time, and Governor Reagan of California. And this was the first time that a sitting U.S. president attended a Kentucky Derby.
I did not realize that. I did not realize it was Nixon, and it was 1969. Wow. And
they were guests of Louis and Beulah Nunn. And the previous year, Nixon had come to the Derby also in 1968, and he was running for president at the time, and he told Governor Nunn, who was still governor-to-be also at the time, that if he won and became president, he would come back to the Derby in 1969, and he did.
Wow.
So, a neat thing...
I'm just looking at that picture right there. Is that, do you think that is secure as it would be this day?
Not quite. Not quite.
He's just sitting out in the open in the crowd. I mean, in just a crowd of regular folks, looks like. And it certainly looks like folks are having a good time, too, like they will tomorrow.
I certainly did.
But anyway, I appreciate that picture. I'm sorry I almost forgot that. I just was trying to barrel forward right here. Nixon and Mrs. Nixon, Mrs. Reagan, and Governor Reagan, to be President Reagan, all in Louisville, all eyes on Louisville for the Kentucky Derby there in 1969. And tomorrow we're going to run it for the 145th time, Sam. Pretty neat. Thank you for sharing those pictures. I don't know where you come up with all these pictures, but Sam, you talk about a guy that's got a photographic memory. You can remember photographs and where you saw them and where to go find them. That's pretty impressive.
Well, let's add the word sometimes.
Okay, sometimes. You got a good record going there, okay? Now, let me get back over and play the archives because I'm so glad you stopped me because I was just barreling forward here, you know. I am glad that we got to get together for this conversation. Thanks to those pictures, I just love that history and a lot of memories there. And it kind of shows how much people enjoy being at Churchill Downs from the top of the line to everybody. And we'll do this on Monday, Sam.
See you then.
We'll be talking about the winter by then, okay?
You too.
Bye-bye. All right, thanks to Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services for sponsoring the archives today.
This Saturday morning, don't miss a big auction sale in Glasgow conducted by Elmore Realty and Auction. The address is 410 Garment Avenue. This is a nice 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom brick home. There's also a full finished basement with living space and a kitchenette, an 18 by 20 carport. And another extra of this auction sale is a separate building lot that'll be sold separately and then combined for the best sale. Personal property includes a grasshopper lawnmower, furniture, and appliance. You should see it ahead of the auction, and you can arrange a viewing by calling Dakota Ray Elmore at 270-651-7711. You will be impressed. Then be sure to attend this auction sale at 10 a.m. Saturday at 410 Garment Avenue. Get more online at elmoreauction.com. Elmore, the name you've grown to trust in Barron County since 1935. Dakota Ray Elmore, principal broker and auctioneer.
Light rain falling here in downtown Glasgow. Got a lot of nice folks tuned in on Facebook Live. Joseph Garston, Stephanie McClellan. Kevin Button is checking in all the way from out at Rocky Hill this morning. Hey, Kevin, how you doing? We've also got Linda Thomas and Danny Decker, Chad Livingston, Roberta Houchin, Terry Pruitt, Marcia Coy, Eddie Shirley, and Paul McKinney. Glad to have those folks checking in on us here this morning. We're passing along a lot of local information, and we'll continue to do that here. And we're going to play trivia here just in a moment. Let's see. I've told you about our person of the day today, patting the back of Charlie Lowry. He is good as gold. Let me double-check right here. Tomorrow, I want to remind you again about that benefit auction in memory of Michael Shane Green. It's going to be at the Trojan Academy Gym tomorrow. Now, Michael passed away March 7th due to complications of a massive stroke, and all the proceeds will go to the Green family for medical bills and other expenses. Live music, Colton Kice is going to be there. That's going to make it extra special. Starts at 12 noon. Doors open at 11:30. The live auction at 2 o'clock. Cakewalk, concessions, inflatables, donated by Ford Brothers Party Rentals of Glasgow. Country Ham raffle. Also raffling off a brand new 22 Ruger shotgun donated by Barron River Outdoors. Raffle tickets are on sale. Now, let me give you a phone number right here. Text Emily at 270-308-7210, or you can email shanestrong.2019@gmail.com.
Hi, welcome to this Subway Meals for Change ad. How would you like it?
Oh, a country singer.
Well, let's hit the stage.
Oh, thank y'all. That was called Pickup Truck and a Dog. Now let's give a shout out to the good folks at Subway Restaurants. Buy a fresh value meal, which includes a 6-inch sub, bag of chips, and a 21-ounce drink. They'll donate 10 cents up to $5,000 to the local Salvation Army. Subway, make it what you want.
April 25th through June 26th at participating restaurants. Fresh value meals are prepared in front of you.
This week at your Houchins IGA, save more with digital coupons. Sign up at home at myiga.com, click coupons to your account, and redeem at checkout using your phone number. It's that easy. Save more on items like select Bush's Baked Beans, select Smart One entrees, select Totino's Party Pizza, select Scott Comfort Bath Tissue. See these digital coupon offers and many more at myiga.com. This week only at your Houchins IGA.
Make this the year that you transition into spring fully prepared. When it comes to making your home and property look its best to have Mammoth Cave Transplants at your side. Come to Mammoth Cave Transplants and see greenhouse after greenhouse full of bedding plants, hanging plants, trees, shrubs, all of the lavish colors and full foliage plants ready to beautify the world around you. Have you always wanted to get a good start to your garden? Well, Janet Dennison and her staff enjoy helping people pick out the right gardening plants, supplies, and materials to make your green thumb the best yet. Mammoth Cave Transplants is easy to get to. We're at 5394 Brownsville Road, Highway 259 between Pig and Rhodey. You'll be impressed with the sprawling complex where spring gardening, landscaping, and beautification is well underway. Call us today at 270-597-2533. We are Kentucky proud and will be celebrating 25 years in business. We keep Kentucky growing.
Introducing Wendy's new $5 Biggie Bag. It's got a new bacon double stack made with a quarter pound of fresh beef, plus nuggets, fries, and a drink. Try Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag today. Biggie Bag includes 4-piece nuggets, small fries, and a small drink. Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada. Approximate weight before cooked. Price and participation may vary in Alaska and Hawaii.
Time for a sipcation with Wendy's summer beverages. Grab a strawberry lemonade, breathe in deep, and take a sip. And it's all thanks to Destination Wendy's. At participating Wendy's for a limited time.
All right, y'all go with me here because I'm writing them down as they come in, and I'm going to mess them up. David Howard. David, your sister called up to make sure that you had a good birthday on Saturday. So we're going to put David Howard on the birthday list for Saturday. Also, we know that Noah Emmett is going to be turning 19 on Saturday. What about that? Noah Emmett, 19 Saturday. We have Charles and Brenda Disman. That's Charles and Brenda Disman, who are having a wedding anniversary tomorrow. All right. D-I-S-M-A-N, Charles and Brenda Disman. Okay. I think I got that. I told you about that. And, boy, we got it together right here. And we're going to come right back. 7:06 now at WCLU, 64 degrees. We're going to come right back and play trivia. You could be a winner, and we got some different rules on playing such contests as trivia around here. Listen to these, and then we'll have the Little Caesars trivia question.
Effective May 1st, 2019, the following rules apply to all contests conducted by Royce Radio Incorporated. Only one person can win a prize or pick up a prize within a 30-day period. For whatever reason, if a winner is incapable of picking up the prize, either at the sponsor's location or at Royce Radio Incorporated, prior arrangements must be made and all other contest rules must be adhered to. Birthday club, persons of the day, and all on-air contest prizes must be picked up by the winner or the honoree. IDs may be required. All coupons and tickets not picked up within 30 days of winning are void. No exceptions can be made. Dairy Queen winners drawn each day should call WCLU directly at 270-651-9149 for specific instructions on how to pick up your cake. This way everybody wins. And thanks for listening to WCLU. Complete rules are posted at WCLUradio.com/rules.
Listen to the delicious crunch of Little Caesars' new extra most bestest hot and ready thin crust pepperoni pizza for just $6. Hot and ready every day between 4 and 8 p.m. Just walk in and pick up a large, crispy thin crust pizza with the most cheese and pepperoni at the nation's best price of only $6. Little Caesars thin crust pepperoni pizza. One bite and you'll be back for more.
Pizza. Top 4 national pizza chains. Extra most bestest thin crust pepperoni pizza versus large round one topping thin crust pepperoni pizza. Everyday standard menu prices at participating locations plus tax.
I got 3 more birthdays before I ask the trivia question here this morning. It's the birthday on Saturday of Nikki Nolly. That's right, Nikki Nolly has a birthday Saturday. Kendra Martin celebrates Saturday as well. And Neil Bethel is on the list for Saturday, too. So we want to be sure and get those on there so we can make sure and have the list as up to date as we possibly can. 651-9149, 800-956-1023. Call in and win your choice of a large pepperoni or a large sausage pizza from Little Caesars? And here we go with the trivia question for today. I'm going to wait for Brendan to put it up there. Affirmed won the Triple Crown in 1978, beating the same horse each of those 3 races. Which horse came in second each race? You know, the Triple Crown. That's a goal for sure. And the horse Affirmed won the Triple Crown in 1978. What horse did Affirmed beat all 3 times?
How about Alidar?
That's right. Who is this speaking?
Tommy Jackson.
Hey, Tommy, what are you doing?
Well, trying to figure out this trivia question, Henry.
Well, how'd you do to figure it out? You probably were there, weren't you? 78?
Well, no, I didn't go. I went one year with the National Guard.
Yeah.
That was the only time I've been.
Yeah. Well, and you had official. You could get through a lot of the gates that way, couldn't you?
Yeah, I did.
So anyway, it's pretty neat though. That's one of the neat Derby stories there. That is the Triple Crown, where you have to win 3 big races to win it, and Affirmed did it 3 times, and all 3 times defeated Alidar. Now, in doing the research for today, Tommy, they actually, those horses ran 6 times.
Mm-hmm.
They raced 6 times in their lives, and the score was 4-2. Affirmed beat Alidar 4 times. Alidar won twice when they were in the same race.
And I believe, if I've read that, the timing was just fractions of seconds between all races. And I think Alidar wound up being the best sire of the 2 in the end result. So
his offspring have won more and been more race brickle, I guess, than the offspring of Affirmed.
Correct.
So they are magnificent animals, and just to watch them up at Churchill Downs and their strength and the way that they respond, it's a big weekend, Tommy. And that was a big weekend for you. Well, whenever you were up there with the National Guard, but nonetheless in 1978, a big one for Affirmed.
It was.
We'll see how it goes tomorrow. I'm betting on a sloppy track.
I think so.
All right. Have a good day, sir.
Hey, thank you, Henry.
Bye-bye. Tommy Jackson wins today. Alidar, the horse that Affirmed beat 3 times to win the Triple Crown in 1978. Derby history. We'll see what kind of history is made this weekend. And thanks to Little Caesars for providing such a much sought-after prize. Trivia will return on Monday, and I hope you will return with us.
When the going gets hungry, the hungry gets Wendy's, especially with $1.99 kids meals after 4 p.m. Because when you get dinner, your kid gets dinner for just $1.99. It's a win-win situation at participating Wendy's for a limited time.
CBS News Update. President Trump announces new rules to protect healthcare workers who oppose procedures like abortion and assisted suicide on religious grounds.
We finalized new protections of conscience rights for physicians, pharmacists, nurses, teachers, students, and faith-based charities.
Hours later, the city of San Francisco filed a lawsuit. Politico's Daniel Lippman.
This is going to be a big battle in the courts, as it is with everything the Trump administration does for the courts to decide on the constitutionality of it. The ACLU, the deputy legal director, said that religious liberty is a fundamental right, but it also doesn't include the right to discriminate or harm others.
The lawsuit says the new regulation puts religious beliefs over patient care and undermines access to birth control, abortion, and HIV treatment. Opponents also believe it could affect childhood vaccinations. CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Royce Radio Family. WCLU, 1490 Glasgow. WCLU FM, 102.3 Munfordville, Glasgow. And W276DO, 103.1 Glasgow.
Have you been putting off buying a new vehicle? Well, Bailey Gibson in Glasgow says the wait is over. Just announced, and for a limited time, GM is extending supplier pricing to every customer, plus cash allowance on all 2018 and 2019 Buicks and GMC cars and SUVs in stock. What's the bottom line? Pick out your next Buick, GMC, or SUV from the huge in-stock inventory at Bailey Gibson, and you'll get up to 16% off MSRP on all cars and SUVs in stock. Couldn't get any simpler. Don't miss out. Come to Bailey O'Reilly Gibson Buick GMC, 306 Happy Valley Road, Glasgow.
For WCLU News, I'm Brennan Crane reporting. The Warren County Sheriff's Office is searching for a woman who apparently stole a tip jar from a snow cone stand. On Tuesday at approximately 4:30 in the afternoon, an unidentified white woman arrived at Pelican Snowballs of Bowling Green, located at 5844 Scottsville Road. The female got out of a black mid-sized sedan that had front-end damage and proceeded to walk to the front of the store. Video surveillance shows the woman taking the tip jar from the counter and putting it in her purse. She proceeded to get back into her vehicle and then left the property. The vehicle has non-matching hubcaps on the driver's side and appears to have a temporary tag. The video of the incident and a picture of the vehicle have been posted on Pelican Snowballs' Facebook page and shared on the Warren County Sheriff's Office Facebook page. If you have any information, the Warren County Sheriff's Office can be reached at 270-842-1633. On January 8th of this year, the Hart County Sheriff's Office received information that a 2017 Dodge 2500 truck was stolen in the limits of Horse Cave. On May 1st, the stolen vehicle was recovered in a wooded area along the power lines in Bonneville. The vehicle had been stripped and left in the area. Arrests are pending and the investigation is ongoing. The Glasgow Fire Department was called to 110 Pace Avenue around 4:12 yesterday morning for a reported fire. Upon arrival, Glasgow Fire Department found a small fire burning beside a mattress in the rear bedroom of the house. Firefighters were able to quickly extinguish the fire and confine damage to that small area of the home. Now, the fire was caused by improperly discarded smoking materials, according to a press release from the Glasgow Fire Department. No injuries were reported at the scene. The Glasgow Fire Department was on scene just over 30 minutes. On Wednesday, the Glasgow Police Department responded to Walmart in reference to a shoplifting complaint. Officer Mark Cromwell made contact with Elizabeth Martin and received consent to search her purse. Officer Cromwell located methamphetamine inside the purse along with stolen items. All the stolen items taken were returned to Walmart. Elizabeth Martin of Glasgow was arrested and charged with shoplifting under $500 and possession of a controlled substance first-degree, first-offense methamphetamine. The arrest was made by Officer Mark Cromwell. On Wednesday, deputies with the Hart County Sheriff's Office, along with detectives assigned to the Greater Hardin County Narcotics Task Force, received credible information in regards to a fugitive wanted in multiple jurisdictions. Joseph Sally, age 42, of Owensboro, was arrested for multiple outstanding felony warrants, including charges of absconding parole supervision, possession of a controlled substance methamphetamine, failure to report to a parole officer, failure to comply with treatment of substance abuse, receiving stolen property under $10,000, tampering with physical evidence, resisting arrest, providing a false name to a peace officer, burglary second degree. And during the execution of the arrest, Sally was found to be in possession of crystal methamphetamine and drug paraphernalia. Additional charges are pending. Sally was transported and lodged in the Hart County Jail. And on this morning's 911 activity report, there was an accident with injury on West Main Street yesterday afternoon around 6:03 p.m. The Glasgow Police Department, Glasgow Fire Department, and the Baron Metcalf EMS all responded. We have 717, 64 degrees at WCLU. We'll be right back for more local news.
ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance. Yes, we have a history and roots in Southern Kentucky. Yes, we have a large staff to support our clients with the attention and efficiency they deserve. Best of all, we continue to get better at what we do. You make us better. Let us show you the type of insurance experience we think should always come standard. Every person, family, home, farm, or business we serve gets our best effort. Dedicated to what's best for you, we're ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902, I'm Jared Persley, and I'd love the opportunity to work with you. Please give us a call.
Nobody can afford downtime, which is why more and more people depend on Haywood Sales and Service to keep their equipment operating properly. They're your Hustler mower dealer. Hustler built the world's first zero-turn mower 50 years ago. Haywood Sales and Service proudly handles Hustler parts and service. Other brands too, as well as tractors and all types of farm implements. A short trip to Haywood Sales and Service on the Finney Road at Haywood, and you'll discover people who really do know what they're doing. Let them minimize your downtime. 270-814-1068.
Police say a 3-year-old boy has died after being bitten by a dog inside a home in Kentucky. Louisville officer Lamont Washington said police responded to the home around noon on Thursday, and the boy was given CPR. Police closed down streets as the child was taken to a hospital, but Washington said in a news release that the boy died from his injuries. The child's identity wasn't released. The investigation was continuing, and the release said Louisville Metro Animal Services will quarantine the dog for 10 days under its policy. A group with ties to Adam Edeland has unleashed the first TV attack ad in Kentucky's Democratic primary for governor. The ad says Andy Beshear benefited from deep-pocketed corporate donors, including the manufacturer of the powerful painkiller OxyContin. Beshear's campaign fired back Thursday, noting Beshear has sued opioid makers and distributors as the state's attorney general. His campaign depicts the ad as a sign of desperation among Edeland supporters less than 3 weeks before Kentucky's primary election. The ad comes from a political action committee mostly bankrolled by people closely associated with Edeland and running mate Gil Holland. Beshear and Edeland are seeking the Democratic nomination along with State House Minority Floor Leader Rocky Adkins and frequent candidate Jeff Young. Beshear, the son of former Democratic Governor Steve Beshear, has long been seen as the front runner. The presidents of several regional universities in Kentucky are urging lawmakers to support a pension drafted by Governor Matt Bevin's administration. A letter dated Thursday says the governor's proposal provides meaningful reform while preserving institutional choice. Bevin is expected to call lawmakers back to the Capitol to consider a pension bill aimed at giving relief to regional universities and many agencies facing surging pension costs. The letter was signed by presidents of Western Kentucky University, Eastern Kentucky University, Murray State University, Morehead State University, and Northern Kentucky University. Also signing it were the presidents of the Council on Post-Secondary Education and the Kentucky Community and Technical College System. It comes a day after the advocacy group Kentucky Government Retirees called the proposal bad funding policy and urged lawmakers to reject it. Vice President Mike Pence is returning to Kentucky to promote the U.S.-Mexico-Canada trade accord and attend a Kentucky Derby Eve party. A White House official says the vice president will tour a small business in Lexington, Kentucky on Friday and meet with employees to talk about the trade accord. Later Friday, Pence will attend a Derby Eve gala in Frankfort. Pence was in Kentucky in March to campaign for Republican Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin, who is seeking a second term this year. Pence is among a number of Trump administration officials who have had appearances with Bevin in the past year. Trade policies are a big issue for Kentucky's business sector. The state's renowned bourbon industry has been hit with retaliatory tariffs in some key markets as part of broader trade disputes. The University of Louisville has won a $1 million grant for researching the manufacture of thin solar panels by repurposing printing presses. The university says in a release that the goal is to reduce the cost of producing solar panels. The grant comes from the U.S. Department of Energy's Solar Energy Technologies Office. The project at the Conn Center for Renewable Energy Research will focus on thin film solar cell production using a roll-to-roll platform, the same used to print newspapers. Thad Ruffle, who is leading the research at the Conn Center, says the technology can revitalize a declining printing industry and boost a growing solar industry. It's 7:22, 64 degrees at WCLU. I'm Brennan Crane.
Weather from the WCLU Weather Center. Brought to you by Key Cleaners on Happy Valley Road in Glasgow.
At Key 1 Hour Cleaners, we've been serving Glasgow for 31 years, and we're here to stay. Yes, back in 1988, the Catron family began Key 1 Hour Cleaners. We're still in the same location on Happy Valley Road, and we're working each day to keep your wardrobe in top shape. We have convenient hours for everyone, and we're open for drop-off and pickup on Saturdays, too. If you need a dry cleaners you can count on Key 1 Hour Cleaners being there. 31 years and growing. Key Cleaners.
So we'll get this round of rain and thunderstorms this morning, maybe some heavy rainfall once it tapers off. I think we'll go cloudy late morning into the afternoon, 78. And then tonight, showers will come back after midnight, possibly a thunderstorm, 60. Tomorrow, scattered showers and thunderstorms, 71. Finally, by Sunday, some drier weather settling in. Clouds give way to sunshine, highs low 70s. Monday, partly cloudy, upper 70s. Tuesday, clouds, sunshine into the middle 80s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stijik from a Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Light rain falling right now in south central Kentucky, but I'm looking at the constant coverage in studio radar screen. We got more knocking on the door. Some big thunder shower activity out west of Bowling Green this morning, extending all the way down to very near Hopkinsville. Some pretty heavy downpours in that. It's moving more northerly than it is easterly, so So whether we will skirt by, it's just hard to say. It's starting to move into the western sections of the city of Bowling Green as we speak. So it's in the neighborhood. We'll see how it shapes up. We've had 0.68 of an inch of rain thus far. Humidity's at 82%. Wind south at 3. Barometer's at 29.94. Let's drive cautiously this morning. Let's wrap up the work week safely. We don't need a bunch of things to mess up our flow today. Let's just get moving and pay attention in the process. Weather brought to you by Key Cleaners this morning, 7:24.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
The presidents of several Kentucky universities are urging lawmakers to support a pension proposal drafted by the Bevin administration. A letter dated this week says the governor's proposal provides meaningful reform while preserving institutional choice. Democratic leaders claim they were treated unfairly when briefed on new pension reform legislation. Haley Hansen has more on that.
The Bevin administration briefed lawmakers on new pension legislation ahead of a special session. House Democratic Floor Leader Rocky Adkins, Democratic Caucus Chair Derek Graham, and Minority Whip Joni Jenkins sent the governor a letter saying, quote, "We are disappointed that House Democrats were not given the same in-person and in-depth review that our Republican counterparts received. The group is now asking Bevin to brief them in person on Monday to get more information on the measure's, quote, legality and impact on affected public employees." I'm Haley Hansen.
Vice President Pence is coming to Central Kentucky today. He'll visit a small Lexington business and then attend a Derby Eve gala in Frankfort. At Churchill Downs, Bella Phenub is the favorite to win the 145th Kentucky Oaks, the biggest race of the year for 3-year-old fillies. Also in the field is Champagne Anyone, who won the Gulfstream Park Oaks. She's co-owned by Jack Porter.
From a handicapper's perspective, she tends to be getting better as she's maturing and doing well, and I think she's going to have to run the race for life.
Post time for the Kentucky Oaks at Churchill Downs is 6:12. It's raining this morning in Louisville, but the weather is expected to improve before this evening's race. The Derby Day forecast for tomorrow is calling for soaking rain. I'm Paul Miles.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
If you're itching to shake off the winter blues, jump headfirst into spring at Kentucky's diverse state parks. Enjoy full-service resort lodges, cozy cottages, and scenic campsites for your whole crew, or just for two, plus top-rated golf courses and breathtaking lakes, perfect for exhilarating adventures or peaceful escapes. Put a little spring back in your step in the Bluegrass State. Plan your Kentucky State Parks getaway today at parks.ky.gov.
Looking for fast, easy, and secure electronic banking? Community Trust has a wide variety of banking services to meet your needs, including internet banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. We now have even more great services like Apple Pay, make payments directly from your smartphone, and People Pay, a fast, easy, secure way to send and receive money from your smartphone. Visit us on the internet to learn more at ctbi.com. That's ctbi.com.
Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC.
You find yourself thinking about the future? Perhaps you are considering downsizing or purchasing your first home. Or maybe your family is growing and you need a bigger home. I'm Gay Parker, mortgage originator with Citizens First Bank. With my 40 years of experience helping homeowners in South Central Kentucky, I can find the best mortgage product for you, regardless of your stage of life. Stop in our Glasgow branch or apply online at citizensfirstbank.com. Citizens First, the best choice for the best mortgage loans.
MLS number 419873. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All in subject to credit approval.
Add a beautiful look to your bedroom this week from Ford's Furniture. The suit in an antique gray finish features a nightstand, 5-drawer chest, triple dresser and mirror, and centers around this queen bed on sale for only $555 this week at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green and Glasgow.
Did you know Ford's Furniture offers Power Assist lift chairs? We have a great selection available in a variety of colors and fabrics from petite to large for a perfect fit. And Ford's offers a hassle-free shopping experience and timely full-service delivery and setup from Ford's Furniture.
Good morning, friends. Do you ever get impatient with your own life, trying to master a habit or control a sin, and sometimes not being as successful as you need to be? And then, in your frustration, wondering where the power of God is. Well, be patient. God may be using the difficulties of today to strengthen you for tomorrow. He's equipping you. God will help you bear fruit. Dwell on the fact that God lives within you. Think about the power that gives you life. Do what's right this week, whatever it is, whatever comes along, whatever problems and dilemmas you face. Just do what's right. Maybe no one else is doing what's right, but you do what's right. You be honest. You take a stand. You be true. After all, God's still in control. Life's mishaps, tragedies, and failures are not a reason to bail out. They're simply a reason to sit tight. The next time you're disappointed, don't panic, don't jump out, don't give up. Just be patient and let God remind you He's still in control. Remember, it ain't over till it's over. This has been Danny White for the Refuge Church of Christ.
64 degrees, 729 this morning from WCLU Studios. Let's turn to local sports. The weather yesterday took its toll on most of the ball games. A lot of cancellations from yesterday. But in baseball, Logan County and Allen County Scottsville squared off, and the Cougars defeated Allen County 6-3 in baseball yesterday. And then Edmonson County blanked Russellville 15-0 in baseball yesterday. None of the softball games that we were covering were able to be played yesterday. That could happen today, but here's the schedule. Today's local high school baseball schedule. Glasgow travels to Logan County. Barron County visits Adair County. Allen County Scottsville plays at Greenwood. Monroe County hosts Edmonson County. Caverna hosts Portland Christian for a varsity doubleheader. Hart County welcomes John Hardin, and Metcalf County goes to Campbellsville. Softball this afternoon, Glasgow on the road at Somerset. Barron County travels to Russellville. Allen County Scottsville plays both Madisonville North Hopkins and Henderson County up at Owensboro Catholic High School. Monroe County entertains Campbellsville. Caverna visits Warren Central. And Metcalf County goes to Franklin Simpson. That's a check of local sports.
The Empty Nest Inside Pharmacy Express is full of goodies like new fall fashion jewelry, home decor for every room, artwork, and much more. Check out the Cindy bracelets and On Who jewelry, both with great causes. The Empty Nest also offers wedding and baby registry. Make sure to ask about their customer loyalty program. For every purchase at the Empty Nest, you earn double points to redeem for cash off your next purchase. You'll find the Empty Nest is not so empty inside Pharmacy Express on the corner of Cleveland Avenue and the Bypass in Glasgow.
This Saturday morning, don't miss a big auction sale in Glasgow conducted by Elmore Realty and Auction. The address is 410 Garment Avenue. This is a nice 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom brick home. There's also a full finished basement with living space and a kitchenette, an 18-by-20 carport. And another extra of this auction sale is a separate building lot that'll be sold separately and then combined for the best sale. Personal property includes a grasshopper lawnmower, furniture, and appliance. You should see it ahead of the auction, and you can arrange a viewing by calling Dakota Ray Elmore at 270-651-7711. You will be impressed. Then be sure to attend this auction sale at 10 a.m. Saturday at 410 Garment Avenue. Get more online at elmoreauction.com. Elmore, the name you've grown to trust in Barron County since 1935. Dakota Ray Elmore, principal broker and auctioneer. You know what, at Ralphie's Fun Center, regardless if it's going to rain all day, doesn't bother anybody at Ralphie's. They got a great indoor facility out there where you can always have fun regardless of the weather. And they certainly enjoy sponsoring the birthdays, and they enjoy putting on birthday parties for folks all over southern Kentucky. Make sure you make it fun at Ralphie's Fun Center. Today is the 3rd day of May, and we know that Shane Smith is turning 6 today. Dale Morgan with a birthday. Heather Key, Geraldine Taylor, Tom Walbert. It is Bill Anderson having a birthday. Sheila Hogue. It's Catherine Bagby, Justin Hester. Justin is 36 today. Freddie Wilkerson has a birthday. Sydney Woosley. Sydney is 10 today. Now, on the Saturday birthday list, my goodness, we got Neil Bethel, Kendra Martin,
Nikki Nolly, Noah Emmett. Noah is 19 today. David Howard has a birthday today. Sheila Faulkner, Katie Beth London, Greg Wilson is 53. Michael Steenburgen is 37. We have Jerry Hobart with a birthday today. Chad Browning, Eric Hanley, Brian Long, Kaylee Hernandez is 14. Dustin Perkins and his daddy David Perkins share birthdays today. Virginia McDonald, Leanne Jackson Belak, she's 43. And last hour we sounded the 60 gong for a very nice gal, Miss Stella Downs. Stella, 60 on Saturday. Charles and Brenda Dismond celebrate a wedding anniversary on Saturday as well. And yes, we have Sunday birthdays today. For example, we have the birthday of Jerry Bowman, who is going to be turning 66 on Sunday. We also have the birthday of Dana Turner, who is going to be 44. Michelle Travis, happy birthday to you on Sunday. It's Todd Gray's birthday, Philip King, Janet Dilley, Nancy Botts, Kinsey Dial is going to be 5. Jim Hale is going to be 75. We also have the birthday on Sunday of Maria London Park, who is going to be 33. And then we got Brandy Turner, who has a birthday on Sunday as well. Anniversaries number 52 for, let's see, well, actually, I've had Danny and Christine Mutter called in twice. Once for their 51st anniversary, once for their 52nd wedding anniversary. So I think we're just going to congratulate them on having a big anniversary. It's big either way for Danny and Christine Mutter on Sunday. And we also have Michael and Shani Hale with a wedding anniversary on Sunday, too. Congratulations. 651-9149, 800-956-1023, online, WCLUradio.com. Somebody on this list is going to win a Dairy Queen birthday cake, and somebody on this list is going to win a Greer's Florist beautiful rosebud vase, and the rules have changed a little bit on that. Listen up.
Effective May 1st, 2019, the following rules apply to all contests conducted by Royce Radio Incorporated. Only one person can win a prize or pick up a prize within a 30-day period. For whatever reason, if a winner is incapable of picking up the prize, either at the sponsor's location or at Royce Radio Incorporated, prior arrangements must be made and all other contest rules must be adhered to. Birthday Club, Persons of the Day, and all on-air contest prizes must be picked up by the winner or the honoree. IDs may be required. All coupons and tickets not picked up within 30 days of winning are void. No exceptions can be made. Dairy Queen winners drawn each day should call WCLU directly at 270-651-9149 for specific instructions on how to pick up your cake. This way, everybody wins. And thanks for listening to WCLU. Complete rules are posted at WCLUradio.com/rules.
Hardee's used to think bowls were useless dishware. Then we created the new loaded hash round bowl. Crispy potatoes, fluffy eggs, sausage gravy, melted cheddar, and crumbled bacon. Now part of our 2 for $4 mix and match deal. No longer are bowls just college football games you can nap to. Now they're loaded with Hardee's delicious breakfast favorites and in our 2 for $4 mix and match. Try a bowl today. They're actually really useful. Hardee's, because it tastes better.
Available for a limited time during regular breakfast hours at participating restaurants. Tax not included. Price and participation may vary.
If you're going to improve your home and property by investing in a pool, doesn't it make sense to get it from somebody willing to put their name on it? Jeff Adams at Adams Pools and Supplies is ready to get the job started. Plus, they're having a spring sale to get you in the mood for fun in the sun. Right now, buy a Solstice 24-foot pool with a 20-year liner warranty and 30-year wall warranty. For a limited time, pay only $24.99. Bigger sizes at equally great prices. An 18 by 33 pool, $36.99. 15 by 30, $33.99. And a 27-foot pool, just $27.99. Adams Pools has local installers with decades of experience in installing pools. If it's an Adams pool, it comes with corrosion protection on all metal components using the most reliable coating in the industry. And of course, Adams Pools has everything you'll need after installation, like Vacuum-Seal non-chlorine chemicals. 270-866-2365. That's the number to call to get the ball rolling. 270-866-2365 on Grider Road in Russell Springs. No matter where you live in southern Kentucky, let Adams Pools do the job right.
All right, we are looking at 7:38. Let me tell you about a nice gal that's having a birthday today. We just learned Samantha Hammer Gilson. That's right. Samantha Hammer Gilson is having a big birthday today. We also got to tell you that we're patting Charlie Lowry on the back today. Now, Charlie is good as gold today because of the fact that he just recently this week retired from the Glasgow Police Department after many years of service. You won't see Charlie Lowry around today. You pat him on the back, congratulate him on a great career, and let him know he's good as gold from WCLU and a little taste of Texas. Hang on, we've got Tidbit News in just a second.
Do you know why Saturday, May the 4th is special? Because it's Derby Day? Well, of course, that's one reason. But the best reason is that Subway in the Ford Shopping Center in Glasgow will be celebrating their grand reopening all day long on Saturday. Buy any 6-inch sub and get a 6-inch sub for free with the purchase of any drink. That's right, buy a 6-inch sub, get one free all day long, and have the opportunity to enter to win some great prizes. So go ahead, watch your 2.5 minutes of horse racing, but first, head over to Subway in the Ford Shopping Center in Glasgow. Subway, eat fresh.
Add a beautiful look to your bedroom this week from Ford's Furniture. The suit in an antique gray finish features a nightstand, 5-drawer chest, triple dresser and mirror, and centers around this queen bed on sale for only $555 this week at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green and Glasgow.
Did you know Ford's Furniture offers power assist lift chairs? We have a great selection available in a variety of colors and fabrics from petite to large for a perfect fit. And Ford's offers a hassle-free shopping experience and timely full-service delivery and setup from Ford's Furniture.
Well, let's see. Don't forget tomorrow, the Avenue Church at 315 Columbia Avenue has their spring-summer children's clothing giveaway. This is for ages 3 through high school. It's from 9 until noon tomorrow. Signs are going to be posted upon entering so you can figure out what direction to go. It's a very nice gesture being taken care of out at the Avenue Church tomorrow, again, between 9 and noon. Big Country Breakfast. We've been talking a lot about it. Just go out there and enjoy it tomorrow at the Hinesville Christian Church. You know the menu. Sounds really good right now. But get out there tomorrow, and all the benefits will go to the Galilean Children's Home. And if you have information, call Jim Rich at 590-5569, Bo Matthews 834-9026, Kim Harper at 834-0066. And they won't have enough red-eye gravy left over to float that bass boat, I can tell you, because folks love it. That's tomorrow. 20 till 8, we've got Tidbit News just around the bend here on WCLU, so get ready to roll with us, okay? Hang on.
A dentist who understands your time is important? Dr. John Page in Tompkinsville is just that. It's safe to say nobody's a fan of dental problems, and if you work or if it's difficult to get to the dentist office, it's also safe to say you don't have time for numerous follow-ups and referrals. That's why Dr. John Page offers services other dental offices don't, like same-day crowns and dentures, and they perform many surgical procedures other dentists will refer you elsewhere for. So if you want a dentist who understands that your time is important, call the office of Dr. John Page in Tompkinsville today at 270-487-5196. That's 270-487-5196.
Hardee's used to think bowls were useless dishware. Then we created the new loaded hash round bowl. Crispy potatoes, fluffy eggs, sausage gravy, melted cheddar, and crumbled bacon. Now part of our 2 for $4 mix and match deal. No longer are bowls just college football games you can nap to. Now they're loaded with Hardee's delicious breakfast favorites and in our 2 for $4 mix and match. Try a bowl today. They're actually really useful. Hardee's, because it tastes better.
Available for a limited time during regular breakfast hours at participating restaurants. Tax not included. Price and participation may vary.
From the north, south, east, west, NEWS, here's the latest news.
Yeah, see, what we do is we spin the globe and we look out for some tidbit news here, things that won't make the headlines, but still are of interest. There's sort of a theme here today of tidbit news. You know, the Ten Commandments says, honor thy father and mother. Here's one way not to do that. It's the kind of move that can make a father ground his son. But in this case, the authorities are going to take care of the punishment. Now get this. Up in Maine, police say a man robbed a bank using his unwitting dad as the getaway driver. This is Lewiston, Maine. Police say it went down this way. Keith Tilton dropped his 39-year-old son. It's not some young teenage vandal here. Keith Tilton dropped his 39-year-old son off at a bank Tuesday afternoon, believing his son needed to cash a check. They say when he emerged with cash, it wasn't from a check, but from a robbery. Police say that Joseph Donald Tilton made off with $620. Meanwhile, his father dropped off his son in a different part of town and later drove by the bank where the theft took place. It was there police used a description of the getaway car and stopped the vehicle. The newspaper there in Lewiston, Maine reports that Joseph Tilton is charged with felony robbery, but authorities didn't charge his dad since police don't think he knew what was going on. How disrespectful is that, to use your dad as a getaway driver and not even, say, Dad, do me a favor. Now, you might get in trouble. No. Didn't bring that up at all. Just needed to cash out a check there, dropping his 39-year-old son off at the bank to cash a check. You can also put that honor your grandfather and grandmother in there from those 10 Commandments. And this happened in Pennsylvania. Talk about someone being flushed with anger. There's some authorities in western Pennsylvania say a man who became irked after his mother kicked him out of the house. So what he did, this is how he retaliated. Listen to this. This guy got kicked out of his house by his mother, so to get even with her, he flushed the ashes of his grandparents down the toilet. Get even with her, huh? The Tribune-Review newspaper reports that Thomas Wells of McKeesport had been staying with his mom before she asked him to leave in September. The mom went to police in February to complain that a relative told her that Wells had flushed his grandparents' ashes before leaving. The ashes were kept in a box in the mother's bedroom. When confronted about the allegations, authorities say that Wells told his mom he had done no such thing. But the mother says he later told her that he would flush her remains after she dies. Wells has been arraigned on 2 counts of abuse of a corpse and criminal mischief. Awful. That's not honoring any fathers and mothers. In fact, I'm just not sure how that happens. Son, you can't live here anymore. What? I'll get even with you. And finally, let's go over here. This story actually brings a little hope to the situation. This is up in Pennsylvania also, but listen to this story. There's a Pennsylvania barber shop aiming to teach confidence to kids. Now, here's what happens. When you come to the barber shop to get your hair cut, the barbers will pay you $3 to read aloud while you're getting your hair cut. This is the City Cuts Barber Shop in Kutztown, Pennsylvania. Announced the Books by Kids program, which offers young customers $3 to read a book to their barber while they get their hair cut. The owner is Jonathan Esqueto. He said the idea behind the program is to build kids' confidence by giving them experience in public speaking. What about that? He says the program was inspired by research indicating that a high percentage of adults fear public speaking. Pretty creative there. I think that can give the children some confidence, for sure, to sit there and read to your barber while you're getting your hair cut and make $3. I applaud this fellow, Mr. Esqueto, for coming up with that idea. So that's what we have in the way of tidbit news today. Very disrespectful kids, older kids it sounds like, plus some younger kids learning to speak in public. Call them tidbits, if you will.
Why do you choose the pharmacy you use? Is it because of someone you know, or is it short wait times? Highland Pharmacy has considered all of these things that make your experience at the pharmacy pleasant. With a top-notch staff of pharmacists and techs you know and trust, 2 drive-through windows, and a commitment to not making you sit and wait any longer than necessary, you can see why so many choose Highland Pharmacy, and we invite you to come see us for your next prescription. Highland Pharmacy, just over from the TJ Health Pavilion, 301 Rogers Road. Call 270-629-4300. Hack Whitty, Marita Whitty Lyle, David Whitty, Becky Lyle, names that have been trusted in this community for quality auto repairs for 46 years. Names you can continue to trust for many years to come. At Whitty's Complete Car Care, they specialize in all your car repair needs, including brakes, tune-ups, and diagnostics. And you won't believe their amazing tire prices. If you're ever in need of towing or unlocking service, Jeff is ready and waiting 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Whitty's Complete Car Care on Rogers Road in Glasgow. 46 years and counting.
Make this the year that you transition into spring fully prepared. When it comes to making your home and property look its best to have Mammoth Cave Transplants at your side. Come to Mammoth Cave Transplants and see greenhouse after greenhouse full of bedding plants, hanging plants, trees, shrubs, all of the lavish colors and full foliage plants ready to beautify the world around you. Have you always wanted to get a good start to your garden? Well, Janet Dennison and her staff enjoy helping people pick out the right gardening plants, supplies, and materials to make your green thumb the best yet. Mammoth Cave Transplants is easy to get to. We're at 5394 Brownsville Road, Highway 259 between Pig and Rhodey. You'll be impressed with the sprawling complex where spring gardening, landscaping, and beautification is well underway. Call us today at 270-597-2533. We are Kentucky proud and we'll be celebrating 25 years in business. We keep Kentucky growing.
All right, 7:49 at WCLU. We are going to say goodbye to our folks on Facebook Live because we don't want to get in trouble for playing music on Facebook. So the thing is, we'll follow the rules, and we'll come right back and play a little bit of music, some This Day in History type of music. So hang with us here at WCLU, and thanks for making our day so special each and every day here on WCLU.
Ugh, why is this thing so slow?
Is your slow computer frustrating, but you don't want to pay the money for a new one? Well, check this out.
Hi, I'm Chris from Apollo PC. Nothing runs better than a new computer. Our refurbished models are practically good as new. Right now, get a complete computer system with monitor, keyboard, mouse, and speakers running Windows 7 for only $300. Or if you prefer a laptop, we have fully refurbished models for only $250. And we wouldn't put the Apollo name on it if they weren't top-notch.
Search faster with Apollo PC. Chain Drive in Glasgow next to Sweetheart Bakery.
Showers, thunderstorms scattered around the